Imagine a serene summer day in a quiet town, suddenly shattered by the disappearance of two young cousins. It's the kind of tragedy that haunts a community, whispers through its streets, and echoes in the hearts of parents everywhere. But what if, years later, the case remains unsolved and the perpetrator walks free? Welcome to the chilling mystery of lyric Cook-Morrissey and Elizabeth Collins, a case that continues to baffle and terrify. Get ready, because this is a story that will grip your soul and refuse to let go. A chilling case that shook the Midwest. The tragic story of lyric Cook-Morrissey and Elizabeth Collins is not just another true crime tale. It's a living nightmare that still casts a long shadow over the Midwest. On July 13, 2012, the two young cousins were enjoying a typical summer day, riding their bikes in the small town of Evansdale, Iowa. What started as an innocent afternoon quickly turned into a frantic search when the girls didn't return home. The entire town mobilized, from law enforcement to local volunteers, desperately combing through the area. Despite their efforts, the search yielded nothing but heartache. The mystery deepened as hours turned into days, and the realization set in that the girls were not just lost, they had been taken. The media descended on Evansdale, and the nation watched in horror as the small community grappled with the unthinkable. The case became a grim reminder of the fragility of safety, even in the most ordinary of places. The disappearance. On that fateful day, Lyric and Elizabeth were last seen near Meyers Lake, a familiar spot for many in Evansdale. What made this case particularly harrowing was the complete lack of clues in the immediate aftermath of their disappearance. The girls' bikes were found abandoned near the lake, but there was no sign of a struggle, no witnesses to their abduction, and no immediate leads for investigators to follow. The FBI quickly joined the local authorities in what became a nationwide manhunt, but every potential lead seemed to end in a dead end. The initial hope of finding the girls alive slowly faded as the days turned into weeks. The search, which once felt like a community coming together, began to feel more like a race against time, with a killer on the loose and two innocent lives hanging in the balance. The absence of any clear answers only fueled the fear and paranoia that gripped the town, as parents held their children closer, wondering who could be next. The discovery. The discovery of Lyric and Elizabeth's bodies in December 2012 was a devastating blow to the hopes of their families and the community. Found by hunters in a remote, desolate area about 25 miles from where they were last seen, the location itself raised more questions than it answered. How did the girls end up there? Who had taken them and why? The autopsy reports were inconclusive, leaving the exact cause of death unknown, which only added to the mystery. The case, once a hopeful search for two missing girls, had now become a homicide investigation. But with no clear suspects and few solid leads, the investigation stalled. The discovery site became a place of mourning, a dark reminder of the evil that had struck the heart of Evansdale. Despite renewed efforts by law enforcement, including the release of a composite sketch of a potential suspect and the offer of a substantial reward, the trail once again went cold. The girls were gone, but their killer was still out there, free to haunt the lives of those who loved them. Theories and suspicions. Over the years, countless theories have emerged about who could be responsible for this horrific crime. Some suspect a local perpetrator, someone familiar with the area and perhaps even known to the girls. Others believe that the abduction was the work of a serial predator, potentially linked to other unsolved child abductions in the Midwest. Investigators have considered every possibility, from disgruntled family members to drifters passing through town, but none of the theories have led to a definitive suspect. The lack of physical evidence at the scene where the girls were found only complicates matters further. Theories range from the plausible to the outlandish, but without concrete evidence, they remain just that, mere speculation. As the years have passed, the case has taken on an almost mythic quality, with each new theory adding to the legend of the unsolved mystery. But for the families of Lyric and Elizabeth, these theories offer little comfort as they continue to live with the unbearable weight of not knowing who took their daughters' lives. A mother's quest for justice. Misty Morrissey, Lyric's mother, has been a tireless advocate for finding the person responsible for her daughter's death. Her journey is one of unimaginable grief, but also of unwavering determination. Misty has spent countless hours working with investigators, participating in media interviews, and even launching her own efforts to gather information from the public. She has become the face of the fight for justice in Evansdale, a symbol of a mother's love and resilience in the face of unimaginable loss. Her pain is palpable, yet she channels it into action, refusing to let her daughter's case fade into the background. The docuseries highlights Misty's struggles and triumphs, showing a woman who is not just seeking justice, but also trying to heal in a world that was forever altered by the loss of her child. Her story is a testament to the enduring power of a mother's love and a stark reminder that the fight for justice is never over until the truth is uncovered. The docuseries, A New Light. The docuseries taken together is more than just a recounting of events. It's an in-depth exploration of a case that has baffled investigators and haunted the public for over a decade. With exclusive interviews, previously unreleased evidence, and a narrative that pulls no punches, the series offers a fresh perspective on the mystery of Lyric and Elizabeth. Director Dylan Sayers brings a meticulous approach to the storytelling, piecing together a complex puzzle that has eluded resolution for years. The series doesn't just revisit the well-known facts, it delves into the human side of the tragedy, exploring the impact on the families, the community, and even the investigators who have dedicated their careers to solving this case. Each episode peels back another layer of the mystery, leading viewers down a path that is as intriguing as it is heartbreaking. The unsolved puzzle. Despite the docuseries' revelations, the case of Lyric and Elizabeth remains an unsolved puzzle. The series presents new evidence and raises new questions, but the identity of the killer is still unknown. This lingering uncertainty is one of the most haunting aspects of the case. The docuseries may have brought renewed attention to the investigation, but it has also highlighted just how little we still know. The series ends not with resolution, but with a plea for anyone with information to come forward. It's a stark reminder that some mysteries don't get neatly tied up with a bow. They linger unresolved, leaving those involved to grapple with the pain of not knowing. The series challenges viewers to consider the possibility that the killer is still out there, living a normal life, while the families of Lyric and Elizabeth are left with nothing but memories and unanswered questions. Community impact. The double homicide has left an indelible mark on the small town of Evansdale. What was once a tight-knit, peaceful community has been forever changed by the tragedy. The fear and suspicion that gripped the town in the aftermath of the girl's disappearance have never fully dissipated. Parents in Evansdale are more protective, more watchful, always aware that the unspeakable can happen, even in their own backyard. The community has held vigils, built memorials, and done everything it can to keep the memory of Lyric and Elizabeth alive. But the shadow of the unsolved case looms large, a constant reminder that the person responsible has not been brought to justice. The docuseries captures this sense of loss and unease, showing how a single event can ripple through a community, altering it in ways that are both profound and tragic. Hope for closure. While the case has gone cold, there is still hope that one day, the truth will come to light. Advances in forensic technology, particularly in the areas of DNA analysis and digital forensics, have the potential to uncover new leads. Additionally, the renewed public interest sparked by the docuseries could bring forward someone with critical information that has been kept secret for too long. The families of Lyric and Elizabeth hold on to this hope, even as the years pass and the chances of solving the case seem to dwindle. The docuseries ends on a note of cautious optimism, suggesting that the story is far from over. With the right combination of persistence, technological advances, and perhaps a bit of luck, justice may yet be served. For now, all anyone can do is keep the memory of Lyric and Elizabeth alive and continue to push for the answers that have eluded us for so long. And that's the chilling tale of Lyric and Elizabeth, a mystery that continues to haunt Evansdale and beyond. If this story gripped you as much as it did us, hit that like button to show your support for justice. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world's most puzzling cases.